A pleasant morning to everyone on the online session. I am Thernika R. I am your student counselor cum advisor in VET Institute of Arts and Science. Before we begin the session, I would like to remind everyone that during this lockdown, we should act responsible, not only for our safety, but for the safety of the entire nation. On a kind note, let us stay home, stay safe, and act responsible. I extend a warm welcome to all the freshers into VET Institute of Arts and Science. Let's begin the session. Today I'm going to talk about drive your desire. I'm pretty sure we should have come across the word desire in our life. What is desire? What does it mean? What are the other words that come to your mind when I say desire? Could you please type it out in the chat box? Desire is a strong feeling of wanting to have something. For example, now what will be your want? You want to get into a good college and desire for a particular course which you like. The course should be chosen based on your likes, not your parents' or friends' choice. Or it is wishing for something to happen. Today it's so sunny. I wish it rained. I wish this coronavirus was gone and we could move around freely. Yeah, these are the strong feelings and wishes we have that something to happen. Desire can be also described as need, craving, aspiration, or likes. It is the motivation that lies behind every action. For example, you want to perform well in your first semester. So that will be your desire. It will act as a motivation for you to prepare and perform better in your exams. The desire can be transformed either into positive or negative. It is in one's hand to choose. When you desire for something, one should not get attached to the outcome of it. Because during your journey, you might have stepping stones and obstacles. So you should be able to get over and reach the ultimate goal. Let's see an example of a famous personality, Bill Gates. I'm sure all of you all know it. Bill Gates was the co-founder of Microsoft. He's an American business magnate and an entrepreneur. Bill Gates spent most of his time in computer lab during his childhood days. He was a dropout of Harvard University. Bill Gates, along with his friend Paul Allen, performed the first computer software program called Data. This was to monitor the traffic pattern in Seattle. It was the biggest failure for them, but they did not give up. Their keen desire and strong passion for computer programming helped them create the world's biggest software firm, Microsoft. This is just an example to show you that you should not get attached to the outcome of the desire at an initial stage. You should keep working harder to reach the ultimate goal. Next, we are going to see the hierarchy of needs. This is called the hierarchy of need pyramid. This was proposed by Maslow. It has 5 levels of needs in it. The bottom is the physiological need. That is also called as the basic need. What are our basic needs in our day-to-day life? It is air, water, food, shelter, sleep, clothing, etc. Once these needs are met, we go on to the next level of needs. Next level of needs is the safety needs. The safety needs, once you have graduated, what do you need? You need employment, you need a good health, property, personal security. Once these are met, we go to the next level called the love and belonging. This starts at an early age in our life. It is a sense of connection with others, how we connect with others. This has friendship, intimacy, family, and other things. The fourth level, the fourth level is the esteem need. The esteem need is the social recognition and the social status and freedom and respect you get from society. You achieve something and you go to this level. And the final is the self-actualization need. This is the desire to become the best that one can be. You give your best whatever is possible. This pyramid shows how one's desire changes from each stages as we grow higher and higher. For example, when you ask a kid, he'll just need a place to stay, some food, shelter, and sleep and clothing. That's it. This would be his basic need. But if you ask a graduated student, he would need employment and security, bank balance, property, and health. As you move higher, our level will keep growing. So this pyramid shows the basic desire, how it changes from each level to each level. The next is how to identify your desire. This is the most essential step of how you identify your desire. Give yourself some isolation time. I'm pretty sure all of you are in lockdown. Ma'am, already we are so isolated. Again, you're asking us to stay in isolation. No, this is not that kind of isolation that I'm suggesting. Stay in a very calm and relaxed mindset. Keep yourself away from others. Keep your mobile phones, laptop, television, everything away. It's a very simple task to do at home. Just take a neat white paper and write down what are your desire and what are your needs and what are your other likes that you have. What would you like to become? Simple. What and all do you like to just play? You like playing games, you like watching television, you like talking to friends, you like riding bikes. Whatever comes to your mind, just write it down. Don't let the influence of others, such as family and friends, in this task. Though while writing, don't think about your friend. My friend likes to listen to this song, so I'll also write that down, okay? My father has told me to become a businessman, so I'll write that down. No, you shouldn't do that. You should do what makes your heart feel happy and content doing it. Okay, just write down all that comes to your mind that you would love doing it, you enjoy doing that work. Once you've written down, categorize them into two columns. First should be your basic need and likes, and the second should be your burning desire. The basic needs are like simple things, okay? Just like I like cooking, I like doing yoga. That could be your basic needs and likes, whatever you enjoy doing. The second is your burning desire. What could be converted into your life goal? What could you achieve by doing it? So you should think in that perspective and do it. For example, I've done this task myself to show you a clear picture. Yes. See, this is the example what I have written down. I like gardening, I like reading, I like interaction with people, dancing, yoga, teaching, I like phone, car. Okay, these are the things that came to my mind, so I've written it down. After this, you should make a table and divide it into two columns. One should be your basic needs or likes or hobbies, whatever you want to call it. And the other column should be your burning desire from which your life goal is achieved. So from the list what I've written earlier, I've put my basic needs and likes as reading, gardening, dancing, yoga, phone, car, cooking, etc. And my burning desire will be teaching and people interaction. So I did my UG computer science engineering. I have done my computer science engineering. After which I discovered I like people interaction and teaching better. I did not want to go into an IT job and sit and do programming. So I pursued my Master of Business Administration in Human Resource Management. After pursuing my MBA degree, I did MSc Applied Psychology to understand people better. So you know how I connected all the dots, but it was I could have done this after my 12th grade itself, but then it took some time for me. Now that you have the opportunity, you should be wise and you should think and you should do this task properly so that you can connect your dots earlier in life. Okay, this is just the basic table which shows the basic need of anyone. It could be just food, shelter, clothes, health, gadgets, anything could be your likes and basic needs. And your burning desire could be to become an entrepreneur, government job, teacher, software developers, etc. So this is just to show you a basic, anyone's basic burning desire or life goal. You should be specific on what you like. Okay. Okay. Before we go on to this flow chart, uh, you should have had a desire in your life. You should have done something and you should have achieved it. Can you just type it out in the chat box what all you have done and what you have achieved so far in your life? We'll go on with the flow chart. Okay, for example, we'll see if a person has a desire to do a government job. His desire will be very keen and he will have a strong passion to do it. but the demand from the society will be different. You should know what the demand from the society is. For example, to get a government job, you need to prepare first for the exams. You need good communication skills, you need good technical skills, you need good writing skills. So there are n number of things that the society will need to accept us. So you should be able to discover what is your desire and you should match it correctly with your demand. So, and we should be able to collaborate both in order to achieve our burning desire and goal. Here in VET Institute of Arts and Science, we have excellent faculty members. We have other facilities such as language lab. You have extra coaching classes. You have excellent library. So you should make use of it in order to achieve your desire. We will give you all the opportunity to explore everything. So you should be ready to explore it. For example, when you buy a mobile phone, will you just sit and look at the phone thinking how good is it? Or will you just switch on the phone, explore all the applications in it, discover what are the applications, how to use them? Yes, in few months to few weeks time, you would be perfect in using the mobile phone. Likewise, you have come to this institution. It is with a lot of applications, such as so many facilities you have. So you should be open to use all these opportunities and make the best use of it. And working your desire. This is a very important step. Okay. First, you should be clear on how you identify your desire. Then you should know how to work your desire. How do you work your desire? First is time lost is never gained. The past is done, future is undone. The present is in your hands, so you should make the best use of it. Can you go rewrite your 10th exam or 12th exam? No, it is gone. So once you've written it, it's for your life. You know, your mark speaks when you apply for jobs and for etc. things. They'll see your resume, they'll see how you scored before even you have an opportunity to meet the people and talk to them about yourself. So when you have the opportunity, make the best use of it. So the time is right now in your hands, so you can learn a lot of new things. You can use it wisely. Next is keep your mind focused. A lot of us have a habit of once you start reading a book, you just doze off to sleep. So it's like a sleeping pill for us now. Open a book, you go off to sleep. No, that should not be the case. Be very clear on your keen desire and strong passion. You should keep your mind focused on how you work towards it. Practice is the key component for success. Practice makes a man perfect. Just do something over and over and over again, you will make it perfect. You will master the skills basically. For example, Lydian is the fastest and youngest pianist from Chennai. He has won the world's biggest talent show in America. So at such a young age, he was able to discover what is his desire and what is his passion. He worked so hard towards it so that he achieved such a great height at a very young age. So keep practicing. If you're weak in math or if you're weak in something, you should practice over and over again so that you master the skills. Compare yourself and improve day after day. Yes, this comparing yourself is very, very important. See, okay, you shouldn't compare yourself with your friends. If you compare yourself with friends or someone else, it's just going to create a lot of competition and other unwanted emotions within yourself. So you should make a self comparison. What have I done today? What can I do tomorrow which can make me better? For example, you could have just scored 80 in your first grade, and maybe in your next exams you could score 85. Instead, don't look at your friend and see she got 90, why did I not get 80? That is not a healthy competition. A competition with yourself is much more healthier. Enjoy, but do not let your burning desire die. This means, like, see, once you've come into your college life, it is the best thing that you can have in your life. It's the best phase of life, I could say. Make the best use of it. Use your time wisely. Hang around with your friends. You have a lot of club activities on Saturdays, such as music club, dance, playing, and everything is there. So just make use of it to the maximum so that you will not let your burning desire die. You should know eventually where you're going to lead to. Once you've graduated, once you've completed your studies, Only you're going to be left. Your friend will not come along with you and sit in your house. Once in a while, yes, you will meet up, you can catch up with your friends and talk to them. But finally, it's your play. So you should not let your burning desire die. Work on your life skills. Life skills are very, very important in your life. Life skills are such as like your day to day activities, the skills needed to perform your day to day activities, such as you should learn to drive on yourself, cook something, washing, you should know how to treat a medical emergency. Such skills are known as life skills, communication skills, presentation skills. All these are called life skills. So you should know how to work on your life skills. If you don't know any of them, just work on it. List out the things that you don't know, and you should work on it to improve yourself better. I would like to conclude by quoting from Buddha: "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." I thank everyone for the active participation and eager to meet you all in person. Thank you once again.